Am I the asshole for saying I prefer sushi to children? Okay, so straight to it. My husband and I, both in our early 30s, have been together for over a decade and made the decision to not have kids. I like kids. I have nieces and nephews. We just don't want them for our own reasons. He had a vasectomy which only a few people know about. Our families are aware we don't want kids as they've asked this before during different major life events, our wedding for instance. We recently bought a 3-bedroom home with a nice yard in a nice area. Excited to show our new home to family and friends, major upgrade to our previous home, we hosted a housewarming. During the party, one of my sibling-in-laws, Alex, made a few indirect comments about all this space, and kids would love it in our house etc. Eventually they asked point blank when we were having kids. I made a lighthearted joke about it, which is my go-to for this question. Oh, well, I like sushi too much to have to give it up for a pregnancy. Plus not drinking for pregnancy and breastfeeding? No thanks. I tried to make it very lighthearted and laugh it off. Most people just laughed along. That seemed to anger Alex and I was told, children are a joy, and a good mother puts her kids before everything else. I agreed. Children are a joy. I like spending time with the nieces and nephews, and obviously I can't be a good mom if I chose sushi over kids so I just won't be a mom, paraphrased. Still trying to brush it off in a gentle way because I'm not trying to start a fight by telling them to stop asking in front of everyone because I know my tone will be seen as rude and abrasive. We move on, but Alex is still annoyed and making little comments in their group about how flippant I am about it and how when it finally happens, then I'll understand. My husband heard this and jokingly said, well, if she gets pregnant, that'll be a problem for the divorce lawyers. That seemed to piss them off more but they stopped. With holidays coming up, we have not been invited to Alex's usual Halloween bonfire. When husband spoke to his parents, they told him Alex was annoyed we were so careless and callous about our child-free status and to say what we did and they realized we had taken permanent steps to ensure we never had kids. That we know they had to do if to have kids etc. And we are awes to just not care. I feel bad because they did do if and lots of fertility treatments to have their kids, and even then they still had a few miscarriages. I can't imagine wanting kids and struggling to have them and then deal with miscarriages. But at the same time, I'm so tired of justifying living my life how I want. Am I the asshole? Edited to add. To the few people messaging and commenting about me being the aw for not wanting kids. I'm not asking if I'm the aw for my kid decision. I'm asking if I'm the aw for saying the sushi over kids comment. To everyone else, holy guacamole, I'm overwhelmed. I never expected to get so many responses. I am trying to read all of them and the advice given. I feel terrible my joke was taken the way it was and that I hurt my ILs. I truly never meant for that to happen. After the bonfire this weekend, we will be reaching out to have a heart-to-heart, if they'll accept it. Either way, I'll be apologizing for hurting their feelings. Let them know I love their kids and them. But I will also be firmly putting down any further attempts to discuss our child-free status if the conversation is about changing our minds. I have not told them our reasons for being child-free so I think perhaps if they are willing to listen, I'll explain them and hopefully the conversation can be constructive. I don't want to go into the holidays with my husband on the outs with his brother. Thank you all.